G'day folks, it's Mish here. This is my third round out with the lovely new Deus II metal detector. We're going to go beach metal detecting today. We're going to try one of my usual spots, see if we can pull up any treasures, but without any further ado, let's grab the gear and let's go hunting. How are we doing today, folks? I hope we're doing all right. Today I'm going to be running in just the standard beach mode on the Deus II. Now it's got a couple of modes that I could use here. It's got diving mode, which is probably the least depth of all the targets, but that accounts for saltwater immersion. We've got the beach mode, which is kind of the all-rounder, and then we've got beach sensitive, which adds a few higher frequencies in there, means you can find teeny tiny little low conductor targets with it. And also get the most depth out of that particular setting, but it is the noisiest setting to run. So I think I'll just stick with the middle one today, see how we go. With this beach, I don't typically have to dig super deep to get the targets I want anyway. The sand's really, really firm here. So yeah, I think this is going to be the best choice for today. There's a little bit of black sand here and there. We'll see how it fares with that too. All right, guys, catch you at the first target. I feel like the first target's teeny tiny. 66, real scratchy. First target is a copper square nail. Bit of age to it. I do find a lot of them. But if I can find stuff like that, I can find jewellery too, right? Awesome. Let's keep going. Slightly cleaner sounding, 75, 76. I have made one tweak to the settings that I'm running today, and that's the reactivity. So by default in this beach mode, it looks like it's set to 0 reactivity, which suits if you're doing a really slow swing and you're wanting the really deep targets. Me, I'm swinging a little bit faster today, so I'd rather have better target separation at the cost of some depth. But the targets usually aren't too deep here anyway. And yeah, that seems to be working out pretty well for me so far. I think it might be here. We're really getting the little stuff. Yep. Another copper nail. Surprise, surprise. That's all right. I will take copper scrap any day. Let's move on. Not sure what to expect here. So just ahead of this rock, I've got some sort of ferrous grunt. But down here, we've got really clean sounding mid to high 90s, anywhere between 91 and 99. It almost sounds like it could be two separate things. No idea what to make of this one. Hopefully not a can, because I've only got the one pouch with me today. Maybe it's only one target. 83, 84. Oh, I think I see it. What are you? Ooh, what are you? You're copper, I know that much. The heck is that? Okay. Tell me what I found, guys. You are really good at this game. Let's see if there's anything. No, nothing written there. Does that give you a better look? Obviously attached to something here. And I'd say it was a lid or a cap of some sort. I wouldn't have a clue, but it weighs a ton. All right, I'll leave that one to you guys. Let's see what's next. Well, I can definitely say that the current settings are pushing deep. This was, oh, it's filled in a little bit now, but I'm going to guess about 8 to 10 inch deep. 86. I reckon I've found a 1 cent piece. Certainly looking like it. Yep, that's a 1 cent piece. So that's all right if I'm finding things that are, 40, 50 year old. I'm happy with that. Cool. Probably another sinker here. I am up to several. But I've got to dig some targets on camera, right? I am starting at kind of what I'd call the fishing end of where I'm at the moment. So I'll move up more to the swimming end. Still a fishing end, but the ratio will probably change a little bit. Definitely a sinker. Although you may have noticed, if you have a look at the community tab on my channel, that I have started finally making diving weights out of all this lead that I pick up off the beach. So I'm really not going to complain with any lead finds. A day on a fishing beach will usually net me enough to make 3 weights, which is a huge amount of lead. Definitely check that out if you want to see what I've been up to. And if you're interested, I might make a video on the process once I've got the process sorted out fully myself. Another sinker. You guys get the picture. I'll show you the next target that's not one of these. I was about to call this first corner of the day, but I guess it's the second one, isn't it? We found that 1 cent already. So this is a 74 in beach mode, and this will be a 20 cent piece with a really cool patina effect on it. That will probably wash off. It looks kind of almost like black and silver. It's not a silver coin. But check out the rainbow colours on this, and hopefully the camera picks it up. It's almost like an oil slick colour. That's cool as. 2015. Anything amazing happened to you in 2015? Let me know in the comments. I'm not too sure I'll have any viewers that were born that year. Well, I think I've got a coin here. A 60. It's been 60 the whole time, and just really dig me kind of signal. So that's quite a low tone on the Equinox. Yep, 10 cent piece. Cool. We're pretty much going along the shoreline today. Not sure how much you can see. Yeah, so hopefully we'll find a few more spendies today. Will we find coffee money? I don't know. I'm a little bit disheartened on finding coffee money lately. There's just not a lot of finds at any of the common spots at the moment, but hopefully with this machine we can move a little bit faster and really scoop those targets out. I've got another one here, and it is a very clear 93-94. I'm just checking out a little bit of erosion just up the hill here. It's dry sand erosion that I haven't seen on my last visit, and it's not too significant, but always worth a look when you notice something a little bit different on one of your regular beaches. Let's find out what this is. We do have bedrock right here. Oh, it's a coin. Hopefully not just a 2 cent piece, but no, that's not a 2 cent piece. That's what we want. We're on the silver, guys. Thank goodness. I really wanted to break in the Deus's first beach run with some silver, and we've got it. We are holding a 1944 sixpence, and given that year, that is a 925 silver coin. In remarkable condition too, so I'm not going to scrub it any further. We'll give it a nice clean up for the wrap up. Pays to check that erosion, guys. Alright, maybe I will, I might drop that reactivity back down to 0. We'll go really slow in this spot for a while. Awesome. I think I've got a good experiment coming up with this one. So I've got a signal here, and it's on the faint side to the point where I'm not getting a number at the moment. But my reactivity, or for you Equinox users, recovery speed, is currently set to 2. So that's so I can swing a little bit faster, but at the loss of some depth. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn it back down to 0, which is the default for this mode. Hop back out. Try swinging again. Did you see that number? I did. And it's kind of a 92, 94. So even then I'm right on the borderline of getting a digit. So now I guess the next thing is going to be to dig it up and see how far away that target is. Give me a moment. Little progress report. I'm 2 scoops in. 1, 2. Signal's still down here and still absolute borderline on giving me a number, though it is getting a little louder. Don't know what to expect. Can I get something? Actually sounds quite large, but I'm seeing 95, 96. Oh, I think we're just about there, guys. Oh, I think I felt something. I did. That is a big old sheet of copper. So that's a decently large high conductor target. In terms of depth, it's a bit hard to tell because it is filling in. But if I just poke as far as where the firm sand is. All right, that is deeper than my pinpointer itself by about 1 inch. So that's pretty decent depth, we'll say, about that far. Not bad, not bad at all. And I still got a whisper of a signal, even with reactivity set to 2. Just didn't get a number on it. That's definitely deep enough for me, so I'm going to bump it back up to 2 and be pretty confident that I'm not going to miss those high conductor coins at a reasonable depth. That awkward moment when you go to film one target and realise you've got 2. This is the one in question. 88, really consistent, and then I put the detector down right on top of a much shallower 84 to 86. Now the tide is coming in, so maybe let's prioritise the one that's closer to the water. Oh yes, that's a coin. That's $2. We will most certainly take that. All right, I think I need to work quickly here. That water is actually rising before our eyes. What do we got? 88. Let's go. If that was an 86 and that was a $2, then I'm thinking maybe a $1 here, though it seems a lot deeper. Still a very consistent 88. Our $1 coins are slightly larger than our $2 coins. Not unusual for them to ring up a point or 2 higher on a detector. Oh, and it's out. I think I saw something in the middle there. Yep. Well, it's a nice sounding clunk, but it's not a coin. It's a little sheet of brass. Cool, all right. Another one for the scrap heap. Cool. $2 on the board, that's nice. Found the murder weapon. Oh, sounds a lot worse now. It was a 61. I thought it was going to be a bottle cap. That's the right range for the rusty, crusty caps, but nope, that's a knife with a fairly disintegrated handle. Glad no kids stepped on that one. Cool, let's pop it away. Do you want to know how you give yourself a heart attack on the beach? You find a target that looks a little bit like that. Check out that colour. No, not the metal you're thinking it is. That is an old shotgun shell base, and that is an Ely Kynoch 12 gauge, and it'll be really, really old, this one, guys. Probably at least 80 years old. That's just a rough guess. So 1920s to 1940s even. Okay, not what I wanted, but in the right era. But if we could please get a nice old gold ring next, that would be lovely. Okay, just pulled this one out. I'm really racing against the tide now. I've moved right up the beach. 54, And I can't decide if this is jewellery or a dog tag at this point. Could be either. Oh, no, I think I just got a hint of a chain. I think we're on the jewellery. Let's have a look. I'm excited. What is that? Yes, that is a bracelet. Now, it feels super lightweight. I'm not thinking it's anything precious. That's cool as. So I don't know what this little chain would have been joined to. Hopefully you guys can see this all right. And look, to be honest, I nearly didn't get the chain at all, I think, as this has come open. Wonder how old that is. I will have a look for some stamps once I've cleaned it up. There might be something down the bottom there. Can't quite make it out at the moment. I'll put any detail I can find up on the screen. Nice! Alright. I'll see if I can find any more chain bits. I reckon this has been a bracelet, not a necklace, but just in case, we'll keep having a little bit of a look. See if there's any other bits. Ooh, and then we might get out the road of the tide. My mind is still a little bit blown about this find, folks. I did not believe this was gold at the time and just completely discarded it. You won't even hear me talking about it in the outro. Every single link of this chain is stamped 9-carat gold. There is some sort of maker's mark on the back of the locket as well. I haven't been able to work out who created it, but what a cracking find for this beach hunt. The first beach hunt with the Deus II. I am so excited. I'm just packing up after yet another copper nail. A dozen or so in my pouch at this point, but I've just had a thought that while I'm in this jewellery area, and even though it is filling up with water rather quickly, I might just quickly flip over to beach sensitive. So this is the deepest punching of the beach modes, and the reactivity should be back down to 0 now, I reckon. 2, no, it's on 2. Okay, I might have set that though. I think it might have defaulted to 0. Just because I seem to be getting a few interesting hits in this spot. That's an 89. So even that in itself sounds interesting. But yeah, just in case there's any little delicate bits of jewellery in this spot, may as well give it our best go. 92 now. Yeah, 92. Can you see anything? Oh, I can see a coin. Is that going to be a modern Goldie? No, probably not. Oh, it's crusty. Whatever it is, it has been there a while. That is another silver, guys. No way. All right, I'm just going to take this up to my eyes rather than scrubbing the living daylights out of it right now. Let's see if I can see a year. I honestly cannot see a year at this point, but that's right up close to where that other one was, so my goodness. We could have another 925 silver variant. I'll pop the details on the screen. Awesome. Quickly checking an entrance before I loop around and start heading back to the car. 10 cents. It was a 63.64, pretty much right at an entranceway to the beach. It's always worth checking immediately off to the side too, because if someone's packing up from their day at the beach, they'll typically stand out the main road of the walkway, pack up all the belongings, potentially drop something out of the pockets, and then keep going. But it looks like today might just be a 10-cent kind of day. Well, I'm having a quiet little laugh to myself. I have turned around and I'm heading back towards the car, and I got this signal, and it was a 5-6 iron tone. And I thought, you know what? I actually need more tent pegs for my tent. I'm just going to see if that's what I think it is. Sure enough, look what we got. Tent peg. So yes, I actually need a few of these at the moment, so I will be digging those 5 and 6 tones. and maybe I can get myself a full set on the way back. See how we go. This might be 10 peg number 2. 4, 5, just like the last one was. Yeah, there you go, 1 scoop. Love it. That's 2. We'll aim for 4. How about that? I think we might have the third 10 peg. This one's a 5, 6. Oh, I can actually see the end of it. How'd they miss packing up that one? Oh. 10 peg number 3. Awesome. I actually probably only need 3, but we'll go for 4. I said 4. We'll stick with that. Fantastic. Well, I didn't think it was one because it rang slightly different in the ground. Rang about a 3. It's now ringing the 4, 5 that all the rest did. 10 peg number 4, folks. Fantastic. I think we're done. And we're going to get out of here. And that's a wrap for me today, folks. I've had a really good first run with the Deus II out on the beach today. Found lots of cool and interesting items today and a couple of old silvers, which is always amazing in my books. I'm hoping to take it to a few more beaches before my time is up with it, although who knows if my time's going to be up with it. I'm really starting to sway towards buying this machine, guys, but feel free to have your input in the comments as well. Let me know if there's any places you want me to take it to, whether there's anything in particular you want to know about the machine that hasn't already been covered out there on YouTube. Always happy to help you guys out. If you enjoyed this hunt today, please don't forget to hit that like button. But you know the drill, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I will catch you on my next adventure. Cheers. That awkward moment when you keep swinging and think, gee, it's quiet, and you swing across your beach scoop and go, gee, that's quiet, and then you realise you've been hunting so much without recharging the detector that the coil's gone flat. And that's me done. Bye.